Hello, my name is Lisa Henderson and I am a graduate student in the Advanced Professional Role Development course. Today I'm going to talk about the nurse leader role in the future. There are many facets to being a nurse leader. First, I believe that the nurse leader is a change agent. It is my responsibility to lead change initiatives to ensure high-quality system and procedural processes are in place. It is my role to find gaps in care delivery, create buy-in, and implement change. The staff I support as a leader trust me to ensure that the changes being made are necessary and realistic, and that the staff have all of the tools necessary to implement the change. Second, I'm a collaborative guide. I role model to my staff on how to network to foster interdisciplinary relationships with other healthcare professionals to support the care delivery that we want to offer to our patients, offering the best outcomes possible. Communication is key to collaboration with other healthcare team members. Third, I'm a finance steward. It is my responsibility to be a good financial steward of the resources given to me, to develop and implement budget strategies to support financial goals, and then also evaluate and adjust them as needed. It is also my responsibility to ensure that there is a plan to replace necessary equipment proactively, have the necessary supplies needed to deliver care, and appropriately compensate staff. I'm also asked to be a data specialist. The nurse leader must use technology and be familiar and comfortable with information systems in order to develop and evaluate processes to improve healthcare outcomes. I'm also a patient and staff advocate. Developing relationships with nursing staff is vital to my role as a nurse leader. This allows me to stay in touch with the current challenges affecting their everyday practice. I'm also expected to anticipate risks to ensure patient safety and delivery of high-quality care, watching through and following and closely guiding incident reporting to avoid mistakes and to understand near misses to avoid future mistakes. And then finally, I believe nurse leaders are called to be inspirational mentors. It is our responsibility to create and develop an open culture that supports feedback, encouraging our staff to question practice and advocate for best practices, and also empowering them to implement evidence-based practices within their own care delivery system. These are the important aspects that I believe a nurse leader today needs to have. The quadruple aim provides 4 primary areas of focus for the nurse leader. The first is the patient experience. This is a personal motivator for me. Helping patients through their most difficult time can be very rewarding as you fulfill the mission in being a compassionate and caring provider and creating a caring environment as well. Placing myself in the patient position helps me to understand how the experience as a whole is more important than the segments of care. How I interact and coordinate with the other disciplines in their care for the patient has a greater impact on the experience overall than my personal snapshot of time with the patient. Second, population health provides an opportunity to collaborate with other healthcare professionals along with community resources to provide seamless care for the patient as they journey through the healthcare system. It connects the acute care process with the community, removing the out-of-sight, out-of-mind mentality, which is sometimes seen in the hospital setting. Reducing costs is another area that the leader should focus on, and I believe it's important to create a sense of ownership to be a good steward. The end users, or the frontline staff, they have to see the connection to their contribution in order to create buy-in. Quality outcome measures have helped organizations become accountable for their practice. With payment being based on the outcomes, this is a strong incentive for the best practice implementation with efficient and effective care delivery processes. However, I do believe accountability needs to extend to both sides of the party in order for it to be completely effective. Patients also have to be good stewards of the healthcare system, and we need to find a way to measure and evaluate that aspect. Finally, care team well-being. The nature of healthcare is giving. Most relationships fluctuate back and forth between the two parties with give and take, but in healthcare it is generally one-sided. The healthcare professional is always giving with the patient always taking, and that is the way it is set up to be. But this does leave a gap which must be recognized by organizations to build in ways to ensure appropriate self-care measures are taken or offered. You can see in the way that staff sometimes joke about their days or time off that we still have a long ways to go with this. The future of nursing leadership is exciting. It is a time to be leading change, transforming healthcare to meet the growing demands of the population. The healthcare system must continue to evolve with every technological advance and the rapidly growing data and research information to support innovative care delivery. Knowledge and flexibility to care for the increasingly complex situations with many options and variable outcomes is going to be essential for the nurse leader in the future. Quality outcomes and safety are based on healthcare's ability to work as a team. One discipline cannot meet these demands alone. The future of nursing is in our hands to partner with other disciplines and take our place as leaders in the delivery and development of patient care.